Hello, I'm Denise LaFrance. Coming up on City Beat, Parks and Recreation is building up a youth campus in the Mesquite District. We'll show you what's changing. The Las Cruces Police Department is making leaders out of youth in its summer leadership camp. City water is constantly being tested to make sure it meets standards. We'll take you to the water lab in City Jobs. And as you head out for summer vacation, you'll want to make sure you have registered your home alarm system. That and much more coming up. Hi, and welcome to City Beat for the month of June. The Las Cruces Parks and Recreation Department is doing much more for area kiddos. It's making some adjustments to centralize programs and staff. CLC TV's Jennifer Martinez explains.
What company made the Lion King? Denver! Disney is right!
At the A. Fielder Memorial Safe Haven, these kiddos have a fun place to go, where they learn about character building, current events, and history, amongst other things. The building has long been associated with weed and seed programming through the police department.
That stems from the days of several years ago where we truly had a weed and seed component in the Mesquite area. It puts the arms around all the different programs and treats our weed and seed children, our JCP children, our young youth, all as recreational. And that's a very important component of it. Now they're recreational kids, which rather than police department youth.
But the juvenile citation program is several blocks away, currently squished into what was once the finance section of the old Las Cruces City Hall. So to make planning, staffing, and educating easier, Parks and Rec is leaning toward a new concept.
Well, the whole idea and the concept is to try and gather all our youth functions in a couple of different buildings and create a campus. Right now we have folks and programs spread out across the city, and this will kind of give us the opportunity to leverage our resources, our assets, and leverage our programs by utilizing multiple buildings in the same location.
The youth campus will expand youth services here in the Mesquite Historic District. With the expansion, you'll still find the Weed and Seed program here at the A. Fielder Memorial Safe Haven building, but also the Juvenile Citation program and the After Schools program at the Mesquite Learning Center building across the street.
The space requirements are going to be better. It's going to give us about a third more space. However, with the two buildings, that's a key factor.
Johnston hopes everything can be up and running efficiently by the end of July, and all of the programs coexist on the campus seamlessly. For City Beat, I'm Jennifer Martinez.
Johnston tells us the youth campus will help the city save money and time by doubling the capacity of the programs without having to double the resources. 60 Las Cruces kids participated in the Las Cruces Police Department's Youth Leadership Camp held at Lynn Middle School. It's a partnership with the Stan Fulton Endowed Chair in Education at New Mexico State University. The camp teaches kids about team building, life-saving, and other character-building activities. CLC TV's Dominic Aragon shows us a portion of what they learned.
All right, reverse.
All right, ready whenever you are.
Is this the right one? Okay, good. We're good.
I cannot see.
What it is, we're doing a youth leadership camp for the kids. We're trying to get them to learn team building skills, how to work as a team. We're trying to teach them what law enforcement does and trying to hopefully get them to realize that there's other things out there for them to do besides getting in trouble. What they're doing is they're going to do a driving course, but they're going to do it without some goggles. The goggles represent if you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs. So they're going to do the course first without that to see what it is, so they know the course. And then when they do that, they're going to go through the course with the goggles on to simulate like they're under the influence of a drug or alcohol. So hopefully they'll learn that It's not good to be drinking or driving or doing drugs while you're driving.
The first thing I noticed is that that it's hard to maneuver with the goggles on, especially more hard, because every time you're going with the goggles, it seems to be going side to side.
Archery that they're going to be doing. They're going to be doing some archery. They're going to be doing a CPR, which are going to get a certificate for CPR training. They do physical training twice a week, where we take them out. They do exercises, kind of teach them what we do in the academy. We're going through that. Other than that, that's pretty much all we have. And then we have different team building exercises that we have them doing, so they can work as a team, get to know each other, and teach them just teamwork.
Working as a team is, well, I'm pretty sure the number one thing that I'm going to remember the most, because, well, that's what really their example is for us to learn, and leadership is also one of them.
It's something we've been trying to do for a while. It just comes down to funding, and it's something that we can get the kids interested in law enforcement, get a rapport with them, get them to see that we're not just a uniform and a badge, we're human just like them, that we want them to teach them something, and that's why we're trying to do this.
Oh yeah, at the apartments, and then they ran.
Thanks, Dominic. The program was open to kids between the ages of 12 and 15 and was limited to the first 60 to register. The city's drinking water is constantly being tested for safety, and the city's treated wastewater is tested to make sure it can safely be discharged into the Rio Grande. In this edition of City Jobs, we meet Laura Montoya, water lab technician for the Las Cruces Utilities.
Okay, my name is Laura Montoya. I have a background, bachelor's degree in both chemistry and microbiology. I work here at the Water Quality Lab for the City of Las Cruces. I've been here 9 years. And what I do on a daily basis is help organize analyses that are run on water and wastewater, and then I'll go ahead and perform all the analyses as needed. So on a daily basis here, we analyze wastewater that comes into the plant and also leaves the plant. We're looking at the contents of the wastewater, both microbiologically, which is looking at the bacteria and any other microorganisms that exist in it, in addition to trying to deplete any of the nutrients that are coming into the plant, like ammonia, nitrogen compounds, phosphorus compounds, so that when they are depleted by the time they leave the wastewater treatment plant, you're not dumping all these excess nutrients into an aquatic system, which would be the Rio Grande, that would cause harmful growth to aquatic organisms. So relative to drinking water, we go around and we go to 90 sites every month. And we actually, most of them are houses. Of course, we've got the city is working with us, and the residents of Las Cruces know that we do this. And we analyze their water coming out of their faucet outside for chlorine content, which is minimal, and then we bring it back here and actually do a bacterial analysis. Wastewater, again, so they're not as picky with the wastewater because nobody's drinking it, but what we got to do in the process of treatment of the wastewater, it comes in as a black slurry, and the process is to separate the solids from the liquids, and the solids get treated and eventually become compost, which is used as fertilizer. The liquid goes through different processes throughout the plant. Okay, so basically what we're doing is we are taking the water from the in to the out. We do drinking water all the way through to the wastewater. We make sure the drinking water is coming in, that what everybody ingests is actually clean. And as we treat the wastewater, that we send it back to the environment in a non-hazardous way. It's actually good for the environment. We're putting water back to the environment. It's a very honorable job to have. And I'm just glad to be able to clean up the environment the way we do.
Thank you, Laura. It's nice to see water safety and water testing in action. If you'd like to learn more about a particular city job, please email us at contact@clctv.com. You can start making plans for the city's 3rd and 4th of July events, and there's lots of free movies and music this summer. Details ahead in our City Minute. Movies in the Park continues in June with Maleficent on the 13th and E.T. on the 27th. It's Big Hero 6 on July 11th and Dolphin Tale 2 on July 25th. Music in the Park will continue at Young Park Sundays in June and then at Apodaca Park and downtown in July. To see the entire summer schedule, visit the City of Las Cruces Facebook page. The 4th of July celebration is packed with music and fun. On Friday, July 3rd, head downtown for the Electric Light Parade. Then on the 4th, it's the Nom, Mark Willis, and the Calling playing at the Field of Dreams, leading up to headliner Family Stone. Fireworks are expected just after 10 p.m. And already a few recent rains have helped to increase the mosquito population. Be mindful that mosquitoes need a small amount of water to breed. For problematic areas, call the city's mosquito hotline at 541-2547. With summer upon us, many Las Cruces families will be leaving town on vacation, and a lot of those families will help protect their homes while they're gone with alarm systems. Here to remind us about a requirement to register alarm systems is CLC TV's Udell Vigil with this month's edition of Ask the.
Hello and welcome. Our guest is Jason Rivera with the Mesilla Valley Regional Dispatch Authority. Jason administers the alarm registration program here in Las Cruces. And Jason, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, let's begin with when the alarm ordinance first went into effect.
The alarm ordinance was passed in January of 2013. City Council established it into municipal law.
And why was it established? What was the need for this ordinance?
There was just an inordinate amount of false alarms, and after they ran the numbers, MRVDA and PD, Las Cruces Police Department, there was more than 10,000 false alarms per year. So they need to bring those numbers down, and the registration process is one way to accomplish that.
Now, how successful has it been to date?
Since the ordinance came into place, we are down approximately 4,000 alarms.
So that's quite significant in terms of...
Last year I had 4,815 PD alarms, and that was down from 5,300 and some the year before.
So it is having a positive effect?
Yeah, it's definitely having a positive effect, yes.
Okay. Now, who needs to register alarm systems?
Any business or residence within the city limits that has a monitored alarm system.
And what are the costs?
It's $25 residential and $50 commercial.
So if somebody has an alarm system that they need to register, what's the process? How do they go about doing this?
They can download a form, an application form from the MRVDA website, which is mrvda.org, www.mrvda.org. Mm-hmm. They can contact me, and I can email them one or mail them one, and I can be reached at 575-647-6813.
And you have an email address also?
Yes, that is Jace Rivera, Jas Rivera, at mrvda.org.
Okay, very good. Well, Jason Rivera with the Mesilla Valley Regional Dispatch Authority, thank you very much for joining us on ASTA.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Udell. The program appears to be working out how it was supposed to be. Well, that's all for this episode of City Beat. Remember, tune in for live City Council meetings right here Mondays at 1 p.m. Plus, all archived meetings and programs can be found on clctv.com. Don't forget to like us on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I'm Denise LaFrance.